What's cracking, cousin? It's your favorite cousin Ken here at the Lighthouse ATL. This is the Divine Feminine headquarters, and yes, this is your favorite cousin Ken from the YouTube channel Ken Be the Light. I know many of you are like, Ken, where you been? What's been going on? Well, I took 3 years off from work to work on myself. So no relationship, no job, no business, no nothing. Just strictly working on myself. And I have been guided to come back and help a powerful community of women that are deciding to do the same thing. No longer working hard, releasing all toxicity from your life, and connecting to your true divine feminine identity. I will be here every week, every Monday, with spiritual guidance for you ladies. I'm so excited to work with you, and congratulations to the new you. Hey cousin, what's cracking? It's your favorite cousin Ken here at the Lighthouse ATL. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about a mother's pain and the things that we have to go through as mothers. Whenever you hear this, Mother's Day will have already passed, and I just want to send a message out to all of the mothers out there, and I want to not say Happy Mother's Day as everybody else will say, because people are telling us Happy Mother's Day, and to me, I will tell you, it has always made me feel like you don't even understand. Like, you have to be a mother to understand. And for people to tell us, oh, Happy Mother's Day, you should be happy that you're a mother. It's like, yeah, we are happy that we are mothers. And let me just speak for myself. I am happy that I am a mother. And I know y'all gonna feel me on this one. But at the same time, people do not even understand the amount of hurt that we go through as mothers. People don't understand how much we have to push ourselves down, push ourselves to the side in order to make sure that the children are raised and everybody is doing well. People don't understand that. They just feel like, oh, you should be happy that you're a mother. And it's like, yeah, I'm happy, but you don't understand that it's not easy. It is not easy being a mother. So, and listen, they can miss me with that Happy Mother's Day. Like, if you're going to give me a gift, give me a gift. But you know what? Even with getting gifts and stuff like that, I don't even care. Like, I really do not care about getting a gift on Mother's Day. I know some women are like, no, I need my gift. Like, you need to give me my gift. I work hard for this. I need my gift and this and that. And I guess over the years, I have been accustomed to not really receiving gifts, because my children, they're just now getting up in age, on their own and working and stuff like that. So I never really got gifts. And then when I was in a relationship, I would get gifts and, stuff like that. And, he would take the children for the day and I would have the day to myself. And really, the only thing I really wanted to do on Mother's Day, I'm gonna be honest, I wanted to be left alone. That was the only gift I wanted. He already knew, like, on Mother's Day, take these children and get out of this house. Like, I don't care about no candy, no flowers, okay? I don't care about no clothes, no jewelry, teddy bears, spa day, trip. I don't want nothing. I just want to be alone. I don't want nobody calling me. I don't want nobody asking me for nothing. I don't want to be there for anybody. I just want to be left alone. And honestly, I feel like, most women, that's really what we need. We need some peace. We need some people in our life that will support us in a way to where we can have peace in our life. Like, if you're out there listening and you are supporting a mother, I don't care if you the baby daddy, I don't care if you the granddaddy, sister, brother, cousin, friend of a mother with children, listen, do whatever you can. If you love this woman, if you have sisters or whoever, if you love this woman and you know that she has children, just do something to make her life peaceful. That's all she wants. Because as women, we do not get a break. We don't get a break. If I was a cussing woman, I promise you I would have slipped one in right there. I would have put one in there. Yep. But I ain't gonna diminish my value. I'm gonna keep myself up. I'm gonna keep myself up, but I would have put a few cusses up in there because we don't get a break. Literally, from the time that you push a baby out into the world, they are attached to you. You can't go to the bathroom without a child. You can't go to work without thinking about a child, what they need to eat, what they have going on in their life. And if you have a man that's in your life and helping you with your children, then you got to think about him. You got to think about everybody and everything. And by the time you get ready to get into bed at night, it's like you don't even get a chance to unwind really, because it's just like you're always on go all the time, and it is so stressful. So if you love a mother, don't tell her Happy Mother's Day. Forget that. Forget it. Okay? Throw the Happy Mother's Day out the window and throw all them cards and candy and flowers out the window too, because it don't mean a dang on thing. If you love a mother, give her a day of peace. Matter of fact, give her a whole week. Okay? Look, our mother said, "Ow, yes, give me a week. Give me a month. Give me a good month." Cousin, I'm telling you, I'm so thankful that I live this life of peace, because even though now, I have my emotions about Mother's Day and things like that, I really don't have a stressful life. Like, the stress that I have is really just staying in the present. And I think that's everybody's stress. It's just being grounded in the present and, knowing that everything is working out for our good, no matter what. That's the only stress. But honestly, when I think about my life, I don't have stress. And I live this spiritually connected relationship to the source. And I'm learning how to relax in that flow of allowing spirit to take care of me. And even with that is a challenge for me, because I'm so used to taking care of myself or having something to do or always having to be somewhere. And I live this life now where it's like I don't have like a schedule and things to do and, a whole bunch of stuff running me down. So I can pretty much just do whatever it is that I want to do. And I'm thankful, because I really believe that spirit is guiding me to live this life. And you too, okay? Women out there, you're being guided to live this life too. You may not know it yet, but things are going to start happening in your life. And most women, you're just not going to have a choice but to rest, because that is just the energy that we need to be in. We're just better if we rest. And we've just been working so hard, so hard. But, I feel like I have the opportunity to unplug from life, and I also have the opportunity to navigate through my thoughts, how I really feel, and express how I feel, and just get it off of me. And I know a lot of women don't have that opportunity, because if you're always working all the time, or even for myself, when I was always working all the time, I didn't have a chance to feel anything. Like, if I felt a pain or I needed to go to the doctor, even things that were very important, I would have to put those things off because I had to go to work, or I had to go and be there for my children, or something else was pulling me in another direction. I couldn't really focus on myself. And that is over. That's over for me. I'm not living that life. And I don't care. Like, I know that, I will be a very, very, very powerful leader in the world. I know that. And I am a leader now. But I know that my influence will grow. But I would much rather just have a peaceful life. That's just where I'm at. Like, I gave up on working hard, even with having a business and making thousands of dollars and, reaching this high status or whatever on different platforms and stuff like that. Like, I'm not trying to go after anything. All I do every day is whatever I feel like doing. Whatever spirit guides me to do, that's what I do. And if it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. If I need to tweak it, I'll tweak it, or whatever. I'm just not in the mood to try to race and compete and do anything other than just to do whatever it is that I want to do. And I love this life that I live. And I know that I have been guided to help other women live the same way. And even though you'll hear me say, are you ready to live a stress-free life? When ladies are joining the spiritual alignment class, I'm like, are you ready to live stress-free? It's like, yeah, you're going to live stress-free, but it's just a matter of relaxing and letting go. Can you even do that? And a lot of us, we can't. We cannot let go of working hard because we're addicted to it. We're addicted to doing something all the time. And we were even talking about that in our private community. I know the ladies were talking about it. They were saying how, they're learning how not to fill their weekend up with things to do. Because normally when you're off of work, then you'll find something to do. Or if you don't have anything to do, you're finding something to do. And it's so different when you are living a life of leisure and you're just like, okay, this is my time off. The weekend is my time off, meaning that I don't do anything. Like, we need that time as women where we just don't do anything. We don't think, we don't go anywhere. We're not there for anybody. Of course, if we have small children, we'll have to be there for them. But other than that, we need that time to just be and just exist and not have so much pressure on us, because if we're not resting in that feminine energy, receiving, then we are out of balance. We are out of balance and we're all over the place and we're not going to be able to keep up. This world is changing. It is changing. Like, listen, every single second is changing and it's moving so fast. And women, we are not going to be able to keep up. I know that over the years we have been in the position to take care of ourselves, and it's a good thing. I don't feel like any woman should not do anything. Like, we all should do something. We all have something to contribute to the collective, but it shouldn't stress you out. You shouldn't feel like you have to do something in order to make money. Like, baby, them days are over for me. It's over for me. I don't even need to. And listen, I'll say this, but I know Spirit has already checked me on this, but I was going to say, for me, I don't need to have so much. Like, I'm learning to live this simple life. Like, I've thrown all of my designer, this and that, in the trash. I've done so much cleansing, cousin. I don't have nothing that I don't need. Everything is so minimal. And I love it like this because I don't need to stress out. Like, even when it comes to my bills and things like that, when I was making 10 times more than what I make now, I always felt like, you know what? I just need to have a comfortable spot, nice size for me and my children. I don't need no great big house. I just don't need it. And I know that a lot of times when we get more money, then we want bigger things. We want more. But the more we get, it's like you'll always be feeling like you need to get more and more and more. And I have experienced that life and I'm out of it. Like, I do not ever want to live a life where I just have to constantly continue to keep getting more and more and more. It's like, no. Now, getting better, evolving as a person, as a soul, that I do always want to do, but when it comes to just getting more things, you can never have enough. You can never have enough. And if you look at the women that are out here, they have so much and they never are satisfied because it's not even about us. So this is what I was going to say. Spirit checked me about just saying that I can live off enough, because for me, it would be cool. But when you have a great purpose, you do need more. You do need more resources. You do need to have more access, because you won't be able to help people in the way that you want to help people or that you're guided to help people if you don't have the resources to do so. So being successful in whatever it is that you do is not just about you getting more things. And this is why you see a lot of celebrities, they're not doing well. They're just not doing well because they have a lot of money, they have a lot of resources, they have a lot of access, but they're not using that on a great scale to help the collective. Whenever we receive large amounts of money or access or resource or whatever it is that we have, then we are obligated to give to other people. That's the reason why we have it. If it's always about us and what we want to do, then that's our will be done. It's not God's will be done. We're doing what we want to do. It's all about us. And you'll find that a lot of leaders, even in the spiritual community, a lot of leaders, they are doing what they do because of themselves. They're talking about what they're doing. They're talking about their agenda. They're talking about their plan. And they're not talking about spirit. They're not talking about God. They're not talking about God in the sense where God is leading what they do. Because when spirit is leading you and everything that you do, you make nothing about you. Nothing is about you. And I feel like as women, we have that naturally. We naturally have that ability to make nothing about us. It's just so selfless. We are so selfless. And I feel like we are so taken advantage of. And it's so sad. It really is sad. But I feel like at the Lighthouse, that's the reason why I've been guided to bring women together, because we have been so abused. And it's just not right. I just don't feel like it's right. So anyway, I ain't gonna get emotional, but I love y'all, and I want to really tell y'all that I love y'all, and I hope that y'all feel that when I come on, YouTube or wherever you see me at, TikTok or wherever you see me. I hope that you know that you're loved, genuinely loved. Like, I think about y'all so much because I know that the struggle is real. Like, the things that I go through, I know that you all are going through it too. Like, we're going through the same things. No matter where you are in the world, I promise you, we're going through the same things. And when we come together and we're there to support each other through our healing journey, it's just so refreshing to watch. Like, women coming together instead of fighting each other. Like, I love that we have our private community and we are there to support each other and just checking in on each other. How you doing today? How you feeling? Happy Saturday. It's so good to have a community like that, because most of us don't have that in our everyday life. Most of us don't even have support. Most mothers are pulling the weight by themselves, and that's just real. And a lot of men, they need to step up. That's for real. And I ain't trying to male bash, because I love men. I really do. I will never not love a man, period. But at the end of the day, these men, they need to get their act together. They in their feminine energy, for real. They running around like they lost their mind. And it's just really at our expense. Like, we have to pick up the slack. We have to pick up the slack because of what the men are not doing, and they don't see it. A lot of men don't see it. They feel like they want to be treated like a man. We're supposed to treat them like these great men, but they're not acting like that. So if the woman has to get into her masculine and she can do better than you, then why do you think that a woman is going to treat you like some king? It ain't happening. I'm going to tell you, cousin, all my life, I've always had to deal with men who have an issue with me, because I'm not a weak woman. And a lot of men want a weak woman because that makes them feel strong. And I ain't never going to be a weak woman for a man. Now, does that mean that, I'm going to be, some dominant woman trying to overpower everything? No. And I think I can speak for most women when I say that. Most women that are independent, they want to have a man to support them. It's just like, where are you at? Okay? Where are y'all at? Okay? Because we're out here grinding and working hard and taking care of the children. Meanwhile, the men can just do whatever they want, and they can use being a man as an excuse, and that's trash. It's trash. And it's time for men to understand that if you're not disciplined, if you're not standing up in your masculine energy and you're crying and whining about the things that you've been through in your life, then don't expect for a woman to have to bow down to you, because that ain't never going to happen. And I know there's some men out there in the world that say, oh, women shouldn't speak about this and that, or whatever they say. There's a lot of men who feel like women shouldn't even have a voice. They shouldn't even say anything at all. And you want to know why they say that? Because they don't want a woman to be honest with them. And a lot of them want to deal with a weaker woman because they don't want a woman that is going to challenge them. And I'm not saying challenge them in a way where we're fighting and it's aggressive, but a woman that cares enough about them to say, no, that's wrong. They don't want to hear that. They want a woman that's just going to go with the flow and go with whatever it is that they're doing, and that's just supposed to be okay. We're just not supposed to say anything because we need to be submissive and soft. I think they have lost their mind, okay? And I think that whoever wrote in the Bible that if you get a divorce, then that's a sin, that's a man who don't want his woman to leave him for his bull crap. I said what I said. I said what I said. Because listen, if you are with it, and I ain't telling nobody to get divorced now, okay? But listen, I feel differently about divorce than other people do. Because I feel like if you are in a relationship and you choose to marry a person before you become spiritually connected to the source, you choose this person based off of your lower nature. You're normally not even choosing this person in your right mind. You normally don't even know. So I just know that spirit doesn't hold us accountable for the things that we do when we don't know. A lot of us, we're in the dark. Everybody's in the dark, right? When we start off, we're in the dark. We don't know things. So we do a whole lot of things that's just like, oh my God, when you start to evolve and you become more spiritually connected, you look back on the things you was doing like, I can't even believe that I was doing that. And I believe that spirit doesn't hold us accountable for those things because we did not know. Now, when you do know, that's different. That's totally different. But if you're married to a person or you are locked in with a person, a relationship, or whatever the case may be, and then you start to evolve as a soul and you start to become more enlightened and aware, and you see, oh, okay, I can see that this person actually is blocking me. This person is actually not helping me, because you can have a person that's there supporting you financially and that can be hindering you. I know it because I lived that life. I know what it's like to have a man that's there and support you, and you don't really have to worry about being responsible because you got this man here that's going to do things for you. So when I was guided to release a relationship that I did not have to release, I was called to do that because, number one, I needed to learn how to be responsible. You see what I'm saying? If I would have stayed with him, I would have never learned that. I would have kept on messing over my money, and then I would be like, oh, I'm sorry, I messed up my money. I don't have it. Can you pay for this? Can you do this? And he would do it, And I was young, of course. I didn't know any better. And he was the type who wanted to do things. So, I was just like, okay with that. But, when you evolve and you grow as a woman, it's like, no, that's not okay. You need to be responsible. You need to make sure that you are in this partnership actually pulling your weight. I didn't understand that. So if he would have decided, you know what, girl, I'm done with you. Okay. You need to go. Then he would have been right to do that. If I wasn't willing to change and I'm just making his life a living HELL, then he would have been right to leave me. So, I just feel like, if you're in a relationship with anybody and you know that this person is just not changing, and it was a different reason why we separated, we just basically grew apart. That's all it really was. We were together all of our 20s. I told you that. And we just grew apart. He was going one direction, I was going another direction. But I just believe that if you're in a relationship with a person for a very, very, very long time, but this person is not helping you to grow, it's like they cause you anxiety. They actually make you feel like you can't go to your next level. They're not pushing you to your next level. Then that's not the person for you, because I believe that when you're in a partnership, it's just like being on a team. You encourage that person. Yes, go to the next level. Do the next thing. You help them, you support them, you have their back. That's what partnership is about. And if a relationship is not that, then what is it? You see what I'm saying? What is it? It's just having kids and living in the lap of luxury and living a nice life? I don't want that life. I just don't. I would rather be by myself. I would rather be by myself and be successful. And I think a lot of women feel like that too. Like, I would rather be by myself and be successful than to be with a man that you have to always go against all the time. It's not supposed to be that. You're supposed to be partners. That's just what it is. And people will say, when you're in a marriage, then you're not always going to see eye to eye. And I understand that. I was in a relationship for 15 years. Of course, you're not going to always see eye to eye. But you also know when a person is stunting your growth. You know when a person is not helping you to get to your next level. You know it. Because spirit is going to tell you. You're going to feel it inside of you that this person is just not for you. And then you do whatever it is that you have to do. So, women out there, if you have decided to take care of yourself, take care of your children, and do what you need to do and get a divorce, kudos to you. And I don't care what nobody say. You're not going to no HELL. As a matter of fact, your life is going to get better. Your skin is going to get clearer. You're going to look finer and finer and finer every day, baby. Them kids are going to get older and older, and you're going to get younger and younger. That's what's going to happen. And you're going to get you another man, and he's going to be the best man for you. That's what's going to happen. He's going to match your energy now that you're healed, now that you're spiritually connected and in your right mind, because we're just going to say it was a momentary insanity when we were dealing with those ex people in the past, okay? So you was out of your mind. You didn't know, but now you do know. And so now you go get your man, and it's just going to be popping, okay? He's going to be a reflection of you. So as you keep healing and doing the work on yourself, you are going to get the best partner. And I just believe that there are men out there that spirit is really working on. Really, it's not them. They may feel like they are working on themselves, but I really believe that spirit is working on these men from the inside, and they are starting to change. They are starting to change their minds, and they're starting to see themselves better, starting to do better, and they're preparing themselves because they want to be married. These are men who want to be married. The previous generation, they didn't want to be married. They were afraid of love. A lot of these men that we're calling ourselves loving, they are afraid of love. And they may tell you that they love you, but with their actions, they will show you. Because a lot of men, I'm going to be honest with you, they don't want to be loved. They don't. They don't feel like they deserve it. They don't like the feeling of it. They don't like how it makes them feel. A lot of men, they don't even want to submit to the energy of love because they know that it's going to take over them. It will take over them. And they don't like it. So, we have to know who we're dealing with. Look, we didn't start talking about the men. Anyway, go spirit. So, women, we have to know who we're dealing with. All right, especially if you are in a relationship or you're planning on having children, take your time and get to know who you're dealing with, because these men are closer to beast than anything. And that's just real. And if they don't know that, then they don't know themselves. These men are half man, half beast. And that's the truth. And that's the reason why they need a woman in their life to help them to stay grounded, because if not, they will roar, raptor all over the place, like a balloon, all right? And the woman is the string to make sure that they don't float up in the air and disappear, okay? It's the truth. So, we're going to keep on evolving, keep on getting better. And I believe that the men are going to continue to get better too. And we'll come back together. I really believe that there's going to be a time where, there's just going to be like weddings every day, all right? It's just going to come a time where we're just going to come together. But we have to do the work on ourselves. So we're going to continue to do that. And in the meantime, women, don't be bitter. Don't be bitter. Just be better. Don't be bitter. It's hard not to be bitter. It's hard not to feel like angry about what we have been through, because we all have been done wrong. We all have. And no flower or box of chocolate or teddy bear or teddygram or happy Mother's Day is going to change that. Nothing is going to change that. But what we can do is become great. When we become successful, when we become better, when we look the way we want to look, when we feel the way we want to feel, nobody can take that away from us. So my suggestion to every single mother out there is, before you do anything for anybody else, you start doing everything for yourself first, because you're going to be a better mother. You're going to be a better wife. You're going to be a better leader and a teacher to everybody in your life when you're better for you. When you stop putting yourself on the back burner and stop working so hard and start putting yourself first, you will see how peaceful life is and how free you will be. And everything that you want is going to flow into your life. And I just pray for every single woman out there to experience peace, because that's a spirit that comes from within. And no matter what you have been through in your life, no matter what you're going through right now, I'm praying for you to have peace today. I love you so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Hey, cousin. If you're interested in joining our powerful community of women supporting each other through our healing and transformation journey, make sure that you look for the Lighthouse ATL on all social media platforms: YouTube, TikTok, not on Instagram, but Twitter, LinkedIn, everywhere else. Look for the Lighthouse ATL, okay? You do not have to do it on your own. We are done with these solo dolo missions, okay? We're going to work together. We're going to heal together. We're going to cry together. We're going to laugh together. We're going to travel together. Listen, join our level up movement, and I will see you soon. Bye.